I have received quite a few more people who are looking at EB-1A. And I guess the recurring theme with these consultations is everyone wants assurances that they have a super strong case. And when I'm looking at most of these profiles, they have good cases, they have strong cases, but they're not super strong. Like, I wouldn't place chances of approval for most of these at higher than 80%. And a lot of the people that I talk to, I would maybe place chances of approval at 60 to 75%. So that means they can meet 3 criteria. The 3 criteria are at least reasonably strong, but according to adjudication trends, I'm just not sure if a wide range of USCIS officers will approve their case. The discretion element makes it difficult to really determine what will happen when we file. I still think it's worth it filing for a lot of them. For some of them, they need to do just a few more things to build up their profile. For others, they're ready to file right away. But yeah, the common theme is everyone wants that assurance, and unfortunately, I can't offer it. And I don't think any other attorney who says, I mean, attorneys don't offer guarantees, but if attorneys are saying that it's such a good case, it's like 95, 99% chance of approval, I would take that with a grain of salt for a lot of these cases. There are definitely cases that are that strong that are out there, but if you have a typical engineering or business leader profile where you have the leading role, you have the high salary, maybe you have judge, membership, and media, or two of those, there is an element of uncertainty in the case.
So if you have an 80% chance of getting approved, should you try to get that to 90 to 95, or should you just apply?
This is where the individual consultation is important. If I can identify an activity or something in the person's profile that will really elevate chances and push it over the edge, I would definitely recommend waiting. Getting that additional chance of approval and presenting a really strong case is probably in most circumstances worth waiting 6 months to a year just to achieve that. For some people, they have other goals, like maybe they have a child who is aging out and they need to apply immediately because this is the only chance. And in that case, 80% is good enough. You should just proceed and file. Then there are other cases where I can't really identify a single thing or a handful of things that would immediately raise it to 90%. And so I end up telling people all the time, like, you have an 80% chance right now, or maybe even 60 to 75%. You can add a bunch of activities to your profile, but they don't necessarily strengthen it all that much unless there was something that was career transforming, like a promotion from senior management onto the C-suite or something like that for leading critical role, or elevation to the board or the president of some nonprofit professional organization. There are some kinds of things that are transformative, but if those aren't immediately within reach, adding additional judging activities, additional articles, additional media, it doesn't really strengthen the case from that 60 to 75%. It might raise it to like 72 to 78% or something like that, but the trade-off is not really there. So at that point, I would encourage people to go ahead and file, see what happens. And then if it's approved, that's great. And if it's not, then they know they have a couple more years where they just need to work through some additional items on their profile. And some of that will come down as well to cost-benefit analysis, because it costs a lot, both in money, but also in time and energy to file the EB-1A. And so the person just needs to decide if they want to go for it now or if they want to wait and put in the time and activities on a slower pace, and what works for them, their budget, their time, their plans. The individual consultation is very important to figuring all of that out.